At 4, it's been almost 3 years since a Virginia woman was brutally killed in her DC motel room while in town for a concert. It was a case that intensified concerns of violence and how they're prosecuted in the city. Just a few hours ago, a judge sentenced the man who randomly stabbed Christy Bautista to death to 40 years in prison. Our Matthew Torres has been following this case from the beginning. Matthew, you've spoken to Christy's loved ones throughout the years. What was it like inside that courtroom?
Yeah, Annie, I can't overstate how emotional and heartbreaking it was to be in that courtroom as loved ones read their victim impact statements. The defendant, George Sydnor, kept his head during that entire time as he was called evil and a monster for killing and stabbing Christy Bautista 34 times. About 100 family and friends of hers showed up in person or online for this moment, some of them wearing this gold butterfly hair clip in honor of Christy and her free spirit.
He took my sister's life. He deserved nothing but the maximum.
Emily Bautista held nothing back in the courtroom as she urged a DC judge to hand down the maximum sentence for the man who viciously killed her sister. The judge sentenced George Sydnor to the maximum 40 years plus supervised release, saying this needs to serve as a message that senseless violence is unacceptable.
This has made our family become a shell of what it was. All we wanted is to have Christy with us.
In March 2023, 31-year-old Christy Bautista just checked into the Ivy City Hotel to attend a concert in Northeast. Surveillance cameras captured George Sydnor biking to the hotel and randomly peeking into her window. About 15 seconds later, he barged in with a knife as Christy was ordering pizza. Christy tried to escape and yelled for help twice, but prosecutors say Sydnor yanked her back, locked the door, and stabbed her 34 times to the point the blade broke. When police arrived, attorneys say he sat calmly, callously smoking a cigarette with her blood on his hands.
Just the randomness of it all is, I don't know, it's hard to digest because things could have been prevented.
The family also criticized the criminal justice system in D.C. for a prolonged outcome and how Sydnor was allowed to stay out of jail months before Christy's murder. Sydnor was wanted for failing to appear to his sentencing for an armed robbery.
Christy was the victim of a person who had just pleaded guilty months before to attacking another woman randomly.
In October, Sydnor pleaded guilty to first-degree murder. Family and friends say while they'll never know the motive, they will continue to honor Christy by remembering her bright personality and love for music and plants. While they got justice, they know it's not enough.
And I just feel a humongous hole in my heart, as my parents do, as my sister does, as everyone does, of having lost Christy and never being able to talk to her again, to love her, to hug her. And I miss her so much.
Now, George Sydnor was brought into the courtroom in a wheelchair. His defense attorney tried to argue that he deserved 35 years instead, citing that he had drug addiction as well as that he was remorseful and his poor health. And he did say a statement today saying that he did not intend for this to happen, saying, quote, "I am terribly sorry." The family of Christy Bautista is not convinced. Annie?